Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Look, here I am. I'm trying to get excited for Taylor.
Hold on. I was so excited for him. What happened when you two in unison were like, yeah, what? Where was I?
I was so stunned with Brian's reaction, just speechless.
What's news? It's breaking news.
He is so intrigued with the Taylor Swift.
Can I get another little woohoo? I couldn't believe you two did that together. I had to stand. I fainted, and I stood back up to do the weather because it's a busy day.
We only bring it out on special occasions.
And this is a special day.
Brian, I want you to do the 10 o'clock in sequence. I want you in your Era's outfit.
Right.
Did
Bring me my jacket. Bring me my jacket.
Oh, okay. I was here for it. I was here for it.
So good.
It's Taylor Swift's holiday. Brian's celebrating. That's when you know it's real. When Matt Hatton's on board. Sarah and I are going to get on board. But when Matt Hatton's on board, whew, I fainted. I got back up. Here we are on Nelson Peak. It's a busy weather day. I don't have time to waste. Look at the rain coming down. This is our ABC4 camera. Gosh, we're getting heavy downpours with the storms out there. Live view from Bear Lake, Rendezvous Beach. Really soggy. The Caribbean and the Rockies with the rain. We've got rain in a lot of places throughout northern Utah. If it's not hitting your backyard, it may. Cedar City with rain on the camera. Very active in Iron County. And then the Wasatch back. Heber, Park City. Getting hit, soggy conditions on the tarmac here at the Heber Airport. We've got an abundance of moisture. Hello, monsoon. This is what we should have seen all summer, but we're dealing with it on this Tuesday. Instead, we'll take it. Any bit of moisture we can get. Forewarned radar active. Western end of the valley, fresh lightning. This is over Magna. Likely going to impact the northern Wasatch Front. We're now starting to see Bountiful and Centerville getting that wet weather. Look at this. Solid. That is solid for Park City, Heber with lightning and heavier precip. We just saw it on the camera. Utah County has been active, drying in a few locations, but not for good. Tooele County has seen significant rain, and even if they're getting a breather, a few more storms still in the forecast. Northwest Utah over Snowville, Park City. We're going to jump around a lot so I can show you where we're seeing these storms. Still raining towards Castle Country, Sunnyside, Huntington, Farron. Emory had a severe thunderstorm warning in the last hour. Here we are into southern Utah, Enterprise, Milford, now over I-15 in Beaver County. These areas have been funneled with monsoon moisture for the last several days. Grand Staircase all the way down to Lake Powell. This is particularly worrisome. We do have some heavy rain and lightning there, and we're getting flash flood alerts popping up. Four Corners into Grand County where we have a flood advisory. Let's look at those alerts. They are needed. As we look at the excessive rainfall threat, this is why we were concerned. Heavier rain coming down with this elevated excessive rainfall threat for the Wasatch Front and southeastern Utah. This is brand new. This is a picture coming from San Juan County. This is just north of Mexican Hat, SR 163. This is why one of those alerts has been posted. This is flash flood waters over the road of SR 163. That coming from the Transportation Department. As we look at the alerts, you can see why. We know that we've got heavy rain in the area, LaSalle Junction, Buckskin Gulch, Wire Pass, these areas, and now Grand Staircase. It looks like that's a new flash flood warning. Not a huge surprise. We'll get info on it. Towards Lake Powell, Wahweap Creek. These are all areas that will be underneath flood alerts, some as late as 8:45, but at least for the next hour. Live view from our Black Desert Sky Cam. Towering cumulus from Ivins. The sun's sneaking out. You're thinking, oh, we're drying out. No, that's just adding to instability. It's 78 degrees right now in St. George, 60s and 70s throughout the state. 60s where we have heavier precip. 70s sticking around, and the threat of showers or storms until ABC4 News at 10, even later. What's going on? Well, we've got a lot of moisture in place, a deep monsoon moisture and a disturbance circled through the West Desert that's giving us a little more lift. Clusters of storms out there. We're not done. Tomorrow, precip potential heavily favors northern Utah as we start to dry a little bit in the south, but the storm threat is there for your Wednesday. The excessive rainfall threat pulls back, but it does include Cache Valley. It is elevated. It's a marginal risk for the rest of Utah, which means any storms or showers will still bring heavy downpours. Future Cache shows us this large cell through 7 p.m. impacting the northern Wasatch Front, northern Utah, and the Wasatch back towards I-80. Few isolated cells will move through. Active skies by midnight. Nocturnal storms possible with this deep moisture in place. Scattered storms by tomorrow afternoon throughout northern Utah. Little drier in the south. but we keep the threat of storms in northern Utah until that dry air takes over. We see the flash flood threat in southern Utah decrease to possible because of that drier air. Upper level futurecast shows those storms for the midweek. We eventually get drier air into northern Utah by Thursday, and we will see drier conditions for your weekend. Slight chance a few storms return next week. Below average tomorrow with the storm threat favoring northern and central Utah. 90s return to St. George. Let's look at the next 7 days. I keep an isolated chance in Washington County because of lingering moisture drying out Thursday for the south. Temperatures climb back up to the triple digits. Here's the Wasatch Front. Thunderstorms becoming scattered, then isolated. That drier air arrives in northern Utah by Friday. Any lingering moisture will allow for a storm dryer for your weekend. Temperatures below average for the next 5 days, getting back to average early next week. How about Taylor Swift?
That's what I'm so glad we circled back around to that.
Meme with like Lauren from the Hills, and she's like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
That's
about
what this. Happy Taylor Swift engagement.
There's other things going on.
I don't believe it.